Okay, so this is the lock. The mechanism is basically complete. It's not pretty yet. Of course, who cares? It's going to be inside the lid. This is for the lid of the desk of the desk I'm building. And it operates in three directions. There's a bolt that goes up into the top, which you can just see the bar peeking out at the top here. And then there are bolts on either end, which will lock at either end of the lid. So the key, which of course has a cross-shaped hole in it, match the cross-shaped key post, goes in and operates in three directions. So it goes outwards and upwards at the same time. So inside, take the cover off. On the underside of the cover plate there's a pin, and that pin engages with the keeper, this movable part here, and that has a spring behind it, a little leaf spring that I made, and that is what locks the lock, keeps it from moving except with the key. So the keeper has these two slots which engage with that pin. When the key turns, it first it pushes the keeper out of the way, off of its pins, and then it operates the lock like that, and then the keeper comes back in and locks in its engaged position. And that's what the keeper is what locks it. Now, the interesting part of the mechanism, in order to work in three directions, you've got this bar, the vertical bar, the vertical bolt, as it were, which will operate the central lock. And if I move the spring out of the way, on the bottom of that bar is another pin, and that pin engages with a rocking plate in the back here. I don't know if I can make it work. The pin goes in the slot here, and it makes this plate rock back and forth, which pushes the bolts out. There it goes. So that's what operates the side bolts. But in order for it to happen, in order for it all to work, the key has to be able to rotate independently. So the key post is attached to a disc. And in order to get enough depth here for the key to go all the way into the lock, the key has to go all the way down to touch that disc. And so the disc, the rocking plate, has a hole in it which is big enough to clear the key all the way around. Usually, yeah, it does. And so it's the bar that moves the rocking plate, but the key post is able to rotate. So the key post has a pin in the back, which is in the back plate, and that's what allows it to rotate. And the rocking bar has a hole in the back. It has a retainer which allows that key post to rotate. So on the inside, here's the rocking activator, and there's the key post. And the key post can rotate, but it has a little bit of a shoulder in there, which is this retainer, and that shoulder is what keeps it from coming out. So in these bars here are guide bars for the side bolts, and they also act to hold this all in place and not let it fall out. So that's the whole business there, and now I just have to clean it all up and get rid of the rest of burrs or whatever to get it working smoothly. And then I have to attach the mechanisms that will actually activate the actual bolts that lock the lid. As it is now, this is just the basic mechanism. So that's it.